Hey guys, VideoJames, welcome back to Plague Inc. Last time we tried to play this, we did the Shadow Plague, and we failed miserably, but that was mostly my bad, because I didn't read what the actual symptoms and all that did, but this time I got it now. This time I know what do. So we're gonna get in, and we're gonna play the Shadow Plague, I almost forgot the name again, and I beat it once, just trying to get through it, just to figure out my own way, and that was by complete luck. That was by just absolutely everyone dying. So, we're going to go ahead and go back in on casual. And we're going to call this one... Crap, I had names in my head before I started this, and now I don't know. We're going to call this one... Oreos. That's only because I literally have a thing of Oreos sitting right next to me. And I've got 3 traits, because it gave me default traits for losing. So let's go ahead and get the game loaded. I found out, actually, that there's certain places you do have to go in this, just like in the Simian Flu. That there's certain places that you have to live in. Here we go. Something is waking. Centuries ago, a human close to death was infected by a sentient pathogen, the Shadow Plague. Buried deep on the ground, the human was slowly consumed and transformed. Choose where the vampire emerges. Yeah. So, you have to start in China because you want close proximity to India. A vampire rises in China, yes. And my mistake earlier was trying to up the transmissions. And then I figured out that the transmissions actually aren't needed at all because the vampires spread them on their own. So, the first one we want to get is the Shadow Blessing. The vampire releases the plague to help subjugate humanity. And victims develop... Yeah, so this is basically a transmission of everything. That it always transmits, no matter if it's a vampire or something. And then we've got Blood Gift. We've got Dark Cloud, tens of thousands are infected each day. Shadow Trail, hundreds of thousands. And then Corrupted Air. Millions. There we go. A vampire rises in China. The world has changed beyond belief, but the vampire can already smell the blood of billions of humans waiting to be consumed and subjugated. And I'm sorry about the brightness of the Kindle because I can't really do anything about it right now. There are times when the brightness will just adjust past its limits, and I can't really do anything about it because it'll either be I turn it down a little, and it'll stay the same, or I turn it all the way down and it'll go too dark. So I can't really do it, so again, please forgive. Oreos created by a vampire. The vampire releases a unique strain of the Shadow Plague called Oreos, which spreads independently from the vampire. Infected humans have no idea what the vampire has planned for them. You hear that? Apparently, Oreos were made by vampires. Oh, I forgot that happened. Yeah, so, in case you guys didn't just see that, once you get the vampire, it basically spreads to, like, every country it can get to. So we gotta go to India now. Your vampire can change the world. Your vampire is shown as a red icon on the world map. It has unique powers and abilities, so use it wisely as you try to cover the world in shadow. Yes, I will do that thing. And then I need this, because it makes vampires harder to detect. So it'll slow down the chance of them actually finding it and making a cure. And then once I get enough DNA points, which I just did, I need to make this because this helps you heal your vampire, which I didn't know last time. And another thing I didn't know was that shadow transport thing that we got last time, was that you can instantly teleport to any layer no matter how far away it is. And I didn't know that, so I was trying to just jump between country and country as far as I could get. So, we're gonna get the layer, and the first one we're supposed to make is in India. Thank you. And these also generate DNA as well. Vampire creates lair in India. Crap, I should have read that. Okay. And now that we've got our lair in India, we can fly over to our boy, Saudi Arabia. Go, vampire! Get the bubbles. Bubbles! Okay. Now, I did that. I did a thing. Then I need to evolve travel speed 1 so that I can get down to Central Africa. Yes, this one. Let's do that thing. Unknown disease spouted in Saudi Arabia. Random genetic testing in Saudi Arabia has detected a previously unknown pathogen called Oreos. Genetic analysis shows similarities with bat-borne diseases, and it appears to cause severe bruising in humans. Yeah, see, this isn't important. I thought last time that meant they'd found the disease, so I started just evolving symptoms right away. That actually doesn't even do anything. All the bubbles are mine. All the bubbles are mine. Poppity, 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 poppity. All the bubbles are mine. Dang it, I need 21 for that. Ooh. What was that? Japan got infected. Nice. I'm glad that Saudi Arabia has a sea and airport, because it's like, that basically makes Saudi Arabia the central place in the game, that no matter where you go, if you go to Saudi Arabia, you'll be pretty much fine. Canadians celebrate Hay Herbert Treaty. Canadians celebrate the anniversary of the famous Hay Herbert Treaty, which saw Alaska become part of Canada. Americans outrage. Yeah, that can't be a real thing. Alright, let's see, can I get this? Yes, I can, but I need to get the other thing. See, this is what I thought. When traveling, vampires is able to instantly travel to any lair in the world regardless of distance. I didn't know that last time. I didn't read that enough, so I had no clue that was happening. That I could just transport to any lair instantly. And that actually helps you later in the game because you need to get lairs after you attack places. And you do need the increase in travel speed because it is hard to get to country to set up your lairs. But first, I need to go to... No, not Algeria. Not up there, you dingus. Where's Morocco? I need to go to Morocco. Okay. And then, we head over to Brazil. And we set up another layer over there, because then we have a layer in 2 countries. Well, 3. 3 continents. I'm losing my words today, I can't think. Oreos struggle to spread in harsh climates. Where can't you take Oreos? You take Oreos into the mountain, they freeze. You take them into the desert, they melt. I mean, where can you take Oreos? In order to infect people in hot, cold, or rich countries, you will need to upgrade your layers to give specific climate tolerances, and then build them in key countries. Yeah, that actually doesn't matter with the vampire thing, either. Okay. Now you, Senor Batface, need to go to the USA. USA! USA! Okay, I don't need any of you yet, because you haven't started anything. Now we gotta wait for Canada and Mexico to become infected. Which has been done. Alright. Now, this was the part that I didn't know you could do, was, once you get America infected, you have to start going through your symptoms like crazy, because they're basically all infectivity symptoms, and you're gonna need them for places like Greenland and all the off-world countries. Well, not off-world, but off-land countries. So, we gotta fly over to Greenland. Rio Olympics mystery. Mystery so surrounds the decision to postpone the Rio Olympics. Organizers promise it will happen soon, but no reason has been given for the change. Well, they changed the symbol for that pop-up, didn't they? Get the bubbles. Get all of them bubbles. Then I need to go to Iceland. Okay. Now, this is where you want to start evolving those symptoms, and you just want them to go all the way through. Spend DNA points to change what your disease gives people. Infected struggle to sleep at night, and this increases infectivity. Decreases volumes of red blood cells to increase infectivity. Suppressed blood flow gives victims a deathly white appearance, increases infectivity. Misshapen sores appear on the face, increases infectivity. The teeth in the infected grow and can protrude from the mouth, so basically vampire teeth. The infected feel an urge to go and bite others on the neck, specifically targeting the jugular, increases infectivity. Yeah, see, this is basically just making your actual vampires. Okay, I got you. And now I need to go to Sweden. I'm coming for you, PewDiePie. You hear that? Oreos is coming for you. Ah, bubbles. No. Stop that. Alright. Now we need to get the Shadow Slaves, because that basically turns everyone into basic hive race. Go and make this some Matrix crap in here. Okay. UK. Now we need to go after Jacksepticeye. I'm gonna take down all the YouTubers on my way. I already got Markiplier. Vampire slaves wage war in the US. Enslaved humans infected with Oreos are fighting a brutal civil war in the USA. Those are my mint Oreos! No, those are my strawberry Oreos! I just had a flashback of that one SpongeBob episode where Patrick eats his own lollipop and he's like, alright, which one of you flatfoots took my lollipop? That was a good episode. Templar Industries reveals global vampire threat. this is where, I didn't know this, this is where you want to have the extra vampire, because then they'll start making their little labs and their armies, so you want to have more vampires around. And another thing I didn't know was, another thing I didn't know was that doesn't instantly make a vampire. It's not an active skill. I thought it was an active skill like the things down here. No, you have to literally wait for a vampire to show up before you can even get that skill to activate. Vampiric Awakening begins. Hundreds of millions of people will be killed by Oreos as it searches for a viable host to turn into a vampire. Well, that's a little bad. Just, you are inadequate, kill, kill, kill. Infect more people. Vampiric Awakening can be used repeatedly. Yeah, that was something else I didn't know either. Because, like, this is the only disease, I think, that's ever had the ability to reuse anything. Alright, Spain. I need to go to Germany and get some Lederhosen. I don't know if that's German or Swedish. And I need Shadow Portal. That's the last thing I need to get. And then, since I have the points, I'm going to evolve Lair Healing and Blood Rage. New lab built in Indonesia to cure Oreos. No, stop that. Oreos are delicious. Why would you try to cure them? Alright. Activates military protocol. Yeah, now we need the Blood Rage. Go over to Ukraine. And the reason I'm doing all this traveling is that you want to get as many of the countries that aren't infected to be infected as you can. So, like, a lot of the countries that take a while to infect, like Turkey and all them, they're ones you want to get infected as soon as possible. Especially like Australia, because since that's off in the ocean and you can't get to it normally. Malignant pigmentation symptom mutated. No! Well, actually, symptoms aren't bad with this, so, okay. What the No! Stop doing that, thank you. I mean, it's great that you're trying to evolve, but no. Okay. I need to make a lair in Australia because there is a vampire there. And then I need to just attack. And attack. Or not because there's nothing here. Where did I put him? Is he even in that place? Yeah, I made a place over here, thank you. Go to India, because you're about to die. Yeah, see, they can instantly teleport to the bases now and just recover. Okay, why can you not... Thank you, heal. Now, since you don't seem to want to get over there, go over here and try and kill them. Templar base in Australia destroyed by a vampire. I didn't even do anything and it blew up. They're just like, vampires! Twilight's happening! Run! As soon as anyone heard the word Twilight, they just started running for their lives. I love insulting Twilight. It's one of my favorite pastimes. Okay, I need to go back to there to heal. Then I need to make a lair here. And that was another thing I didn't know, was that... Hold on. Was that if you use 2 vampires, you can have one of them for attacks, and then you can have the other one spreading to all the Pacific countries, like the ones that aren't connected to other ones by land. So, like, since you have the one in Australia, you can just have him zipping around all the islands, and then you just have your other vampire trying to kill everybody. Okay, get the bubbles, and go over there, because you can kill him again now. New Zealand lab destroyed by a vampire. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to send you to Japan. And I'm going to have you kill the people here. Yeah, get wrecked, Japan. You're about to get wrecked. Back to Central Africa with you, good sir. Yeah, I like how the research labs don't fight back. That it's like, they don't have the potential to fight back, and they just sit there doing nothing. Okay, you can go over here now, into the Philippines. Is that the Philippines? No, it's Indonesia. My bad, I don't know geographies. Steroidal boost symptom mutated. No, thank you. I do not like the steroids. The steroids are the badness. That's the Philippines. There we go. Kill them. Kill them until they are all dead. Oh, come on! That's like the 5th time I've tried to attack that guy and he still hasn't died. I order you to die! Oh, that's why, because I'm not upgrading these. I need to upgrade the attack things. Just make him a complete beefed out vampire so no one kill him. But yeah, why is that vampire not killing anybody? He's just sitting there like, yeah, no, I'll do it tomorrow. Like me whenever I try to wake up in the morning. Yes, I got him. Okay, now I need to go to the Middle East. Templar grows strong in the Middle East. No crap, the cure's at 70%. You will die now, and you will serve your new vampire overlords. Oh, no you don't. I'm gonna be waiting for you, boy. I love how they just do a little poof for the drones. It's like, no! Poof! Okay, you need a heal. Yes, we got another vampire. New vampire in Finland. Why in Finland? Never mind, because I made a base there. Alright, you can go to the Caribbean. If you can highlight the Caribbean. No, you're just not going to do that for me? Alright. You go down here so we can kill them. Now, can you go to the Caribbean, please? No, go to the Caribbean. There we go. Kill all these little sons of vampires. And get the last military base. I said get the last military base, not go to freaking Europe. I need you to go to wherever's above Central Poland. And I need you to go to Madagascar and kill the penguins of Madagascar. That was not a funny joke. And you can kill these duders. Who Lab initiative collapses. Yeah, crap. Run. Okay. Now, I'm going to leave you there because you're basically dead. I'm going to have you go to Finland. And then come down here and just attack them from above. Just swoop down at their heads and bite their faces off. Just... Okay. Die, Poland. Yes, I did it. Templar forces eradicated. In a devastating assault, the final Templar fortress has been fallen to the vampire. Who defending humanity against the Darkest now? No one, because there's no cure left. I didn't even have to get Demonic Fury. I just won instantly. Yeah, but see, once you take out all their bases, there's basically nothing they can do. And you have to have more than one vampire. But because I didn't know that that was an active skill, after it activated and I got a vampire, I didn't know I did. Oreos has enslaved the world. The Shadow Plague has fully corrupted humanity with Oreos, and now, after thousands of years, the vampires can finally begin their rule of blood and pain. The world falls into darkness. Yay! Oreos are now deadly! Wait, that's bad. Oreos has corrupted humanity. Vampires now rule the world. Yes, I did it. 720 days? Well, that's a slow. Alright, I got a score of 1,390. But I mean, we were on casual, so anyway. That was the Shadow Plague, and me actually winning against it. That was fun. I do hope they come up with more, because it doesn't seem like the scenarios for the mobile version ever actually get updated. That the scenarios for the mobile version just sit there forever and never get updated. Socially Awkward Bat, I'll try you later. Because when we go into here, and we go in scenarios, it says that none of them are unlocked yet. More coming soon. That there's like 10,000 more they have in the other ones, but then we don't have these ones. Anyway, I'm going to leave this episode of Plague Inc. here. I might see if I can unlock some of those scenarios and come back. But if you guys like this video, go ahead and slap the like button as always, and I will see you guys later.